Hi, everyone. Well, we've made it to week 6, the final week of our microbit journey. Allison and I have loved sharing these lessons with you, and we hope they have been helpful in navigating the microbit and MakeCode. This lesson is designed a bit differently than our previous ones. Instead of a single guided build, we're providing a project menu with 5 distinct interactive projects and one open choice. We've designed these so that they are separate quests students can tackle. By the end of this 45-minute lesson, your students will use their knowledge of the computer programming concepts they've learned over the last few weeks. They'll use various inputs, outputs, variables, and conditionals to make interactive projects. While designing, they'll be practicing event-driven programming and, most importantly, testing and debugging their own creative code. So here's the quest menu breakdown. You have the flexibility to let students work independently with printed sheets or to set them out as stations. Here's a quick look at the 5 main options or quests that they can take. Quest number 1, or option 1, shake to roll dice. This is a great starting point. Students use the on-shake input and math blocks for a random number from 0 to 10, but they'll change those numbers from 1 to 6. Option 2, or quest number 2, tilt maze. It's a more advanced choice, but really it gets students to think about moving a dot on the LED grid using tilt controls. So using that accelerometer, and this project relies heavily on variables and conditional logic to detect movement, but they can make it as interactive or as complex as they want to. Option 3, or quest number 3, is a digital pet. Students build a pet that they must care for using buttons. They'll use a happiness variable that increases with button A and it decreases with button B, triggering different facial icons based on the score. There are also resources in the slide deck that show students how to create, add a timer if they'd like to do that, so that if they set their digital pet on the side, its happiness will go down if they don't interact with it, similar to a Tamagotchi. And then option 4, quest 4, is a music maker soundboard. This is for the creators who want to play tunes and melodies. They can create their own or add an already created melody, and they can have event-based programming with button presses or shakes or even touching the logo. And then option 5 is, or quest number 5, the Magic 8-Ball. Students program the microbit to answer questions. It uses a random number to trigger yes, no, or maybe responses when shaken. All of these options start small, and there are several support materials included in the lesson plan, but also in the slide deck for you and your students. But there are also challenges that they could take on. As your students begin their 30-minute build time, remind them to test often in their simulator. If a program isn't behaving quite right, encourage them to check their blocks step by step, and this is where the real learning happens through debugging. For your fast finishers, each sheet also includes a challenge section, and this might involve adding sound effects, animations, or even creating a multiplayer game with a partner. But in any sense, they can add as many levels to their games as they want or components that they would like. We'll wrap up the lesson with 10 minutes of share and reflect, but this is entirely up to you, how you want to do that with your students. This is a great time to showcase their creations or reflect on their progress over the last 6 weeks. The key takeaway for the kids today is that computer science is creative, interactive, and hopefully fun. We would love to see what they built, so please share any photos or videos with us. Have a great final session.